When we announced Toxic Crusaders last year, we set out to deliver a one-of-a-kind beat-em-up experience. Decades after the original 90s cartoon and Playmates toy line, you can grab your mop and join Toxy and the other colorful Crusaders as they clean up the streets of Tromaville. But since we released the initial trailer and demo on Steam, it might seem like the game fell off the face of the planet. That couldn't be further from the truth. In fact, we've got a lot to show you. Today, we'll take a closer look at what we've been up to here at Retroware, and give you the inside scoop on what you can expect from Toxic Crusaders when you finally play it. While we're busy building systems, creating cutscenes, and developing in-game assets for Toxic Crusaders, we've brought Toxy on the road, making appearances at several events, including MagFest, PAX East, Portland Retro, and Too Many Games. At Tromathon, we brought the demo to the fans of the show, the Toxic Avenger movies, and fans of Troma's massive catalog of films. As a true love letter to longtime Troma fans, the game is packed with references to more than just the Toxy movies and cartoon. It includes references to pretty much every Troma movie from their 50-year catalog. But the cartoon is really important to what we're doing with the video game. It's really the best way to prepare for the story. We've treated the game as if it were the second season that never aired. And that's why we helped upscale and restore the original Toxic Crusaders cartoon and release it on Blu-ray. Alongside the fully restored episodes, you'll enjoy a brand new intro by Lloyd Kaufman, original toy commercials and TV spots, and a feature-length documentary from the Retroware team about the making of the Toxic Crusaders video game. We've also been juggling a lot here at Retroware, producing and releasing other titles like Iron Meat, which released in September, and games like Programmancer's The Transylvania Adventure of Simon Quest. We've also got a few other secret projects still under wraps that you'll hear about soon, but those will not take away from the Toxic Crusaders at this point. Since Toxy's announcement, loads of other licensed beat-em-ups like G.I. Joe, Power Rangers, and The Karate Kid have been released. We took a close look at what those games did well, and took note of how we thought Toxic Crusaders could be different, leading us to reflect and rework some of our core mechanics, especially the combat system and various in-game elements. One of the best parts of the Toxic Crusaders cartoon is the huge cast of characters, from heroic crusaders to polluting aliens from the planet Smogula. For the first time, you'll be able to play as every one of the Toxic Crusaders, including Yvonne and Toxy's mom, Mrs. Junko, two characters you were never able to play as in the original 90s video games. We're also developing a tag-in, tag-out feature that allows you to switch between two previously selected Crusaders instantly. For the enemies, we even drew some inspiration from Playmates toy line, from a scrapped second wave of Toxic Crusaders toys. They were a fun jumping off point for our artists. Speaking of bad guys, we've developed a behavior system to make each of the boss encounters feel distinct and unique. For example, Dr. Killamoff jumps between zones, firing toxic projectiles. Spike delivers a powerful sliding punch. Muffy tries to grab you for a kiss to regain health, and Noxious Offender uses a shadow step to keep you guessing, and you don't want to get caught up in that. Even the final version of the Towering Polluto, which can be seen in our public demo, will have a new layer of strategy in the final game. Tooling each boss has been a challenge, but we're determined to make every fight exciting and true to the character. In order to bridge the story between levels, or in what we're calling episodes, we've created a series of animated motion comic cutscenes, using stunning artwork from Steve Gregson. These cutscenes will play at the start and end of the game, as well as between levels, adding a TV show feel to the experience. Of course, these cutscenes are skippable and exclusive to the story mode of the game. Unlike traditional retro beat-em-ups, these fully animated cutscenes are voice-acted, complete with music and sound effects, making them an integral part of the game's storytelling. And we're excited to announce the voice cast soon. Here, check out this scene right here.
Oh, Psycho Bonehead! Can you feel it? With the awesome power of Smogula behind me, Tromaville will finally crumble before my might!
A great soundtrack is essential for any beat-em-up game. setting the tone and energy for every fight and level. That's why we're thrilled to announce that Psychostick is creating music for the entire game. Their high-energy, unique sound will bring the game to life in a way that's perfect for its fast-paced action. For those that have seen Psychostick perform live, you may have heard them play the theme song at Too Many Games. We're incredibly excited to have them on board, and we can't wait for the players to experience their awesome tracks in the game.
Toxic Crusaders, Toxic Crusaders. I live in the dark cause the risk's real low. Got a little pet blob and he loves me so. Toxic Crusaders, Toxic Crusaders.
So many of you have asked us about physical editions of Toxic Crusaders, and we're thrilled to be partnered with Limited Run Games to make that happen. We're hoping for a special edition that should come with some awesome goodies, which we should reveal later. Sadly, in order to coordinate the digital and physical releases of the game, we've decided to push the release to Q2 2025. This gives us time to allow us to polish and port to all systems perfectly, as well as ensuring the game exceeds expectations and lives up to the passion we're putting into it. We know it's a longer wait, and we really appreciate your patience. And we're going to be on the radar more, trust us. We're committed to making it worth it. Stay tuned for more updates on Toxic Crusaders as we get closer to the release. Big announcements are on the way.